Hi, I'm Brett. Today we've got a video update for you about the importance of maintaining the suspension on your Subaru. And what a lot of people don't understand, depending on whether you do or don't go to a Subaru specialist, is exactly what to look for. So what I'm going to show you in the next 5 minutes is some of the key things that you should be particularly aware of when you're maintaining your Subaru, no matter what year model it is. Now, the thing to remember, on the front of a Subaru or any modern day car, the suspension bushes are a combination between tight suspension to make it move and accurately control the wheel on the ground when you're cornering and going over bumps, but at the same time those bushes also insulate road noise from the cabin, so you have a car that's not too noisy to drive on the road, which is why when you upgrade to really stiff suspension bushes, you often get a lot more road noise, or NVH, which is transmitted through the tyres, off the road, through the suspension, through the bush and into the body, and then makes the car not so nice to drive. The downside is, if you go for really soft suspension bushes, everything is all springy and squishy and doesn't exactly hold everything in place when you really want it to. So the manufacturers find it quite difficult to find a compromise between good road holding and good road noise. And what Subaru do on a lot of their components is actually have hydraulic filled bushes. So that is actually a rubber bush, which on the outside looks like a solid rubber bush, but actually inside it's actually filled with hydraulic fluid. And often these bushes can fail, and what looks like an oil leak from the outside coming from your rear diff or your engine is actually a failed suspension bush that may support the front of the engine, suspension mounts and things like that, or on the back of some of the Subarus, the rear diff cross member and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you particularly today is what we typically call the anti-lift kit bush, which is a pretty popular upgraded part to make the car handle better on Subarus. Around 2008 to 2007, they changed from a horizontal bush to a vertical mounted bush when they went to a multi-link rear suspension. So if your car has got a Chapman strut, or what most people call a McPherson strut rear suspension, 07 and older, it'll have a horizontal bush, of which I'll show you some still photos at the end of this video. And if it's a later model with a multi-link rear suspension, it'll have a vertical bush. And this particular car, being an 08 STI, has got the vertical bush. And I'm just going to show you exactly what it looks like. I'm going to get my camera guys to show you. So you've got the wheel, this all suspension pivots up and down. The STI comes with aluminium front arms. You've got the sway bar here, and the links from the sway bar to the control arm, which resists body roll. But most importantly, you'll see this bush at the back. Now this bush goes through a twisting moment, and you can see right inside there how the actual rubber joint has actually started to tear and now started to fail. Now this is on full suspension travel. Normally when the car's sitting on the ground you won't see that because the split will be closed up, but have a look at the other side and you can see the split has begun, but it's not quite so obvious. Now these bushes, you'll notice, are voided at the front and the back, so when you're braking and accelerating, this actual movement is transferred forward and back, and the wheel moves forward and back. And what we will do is we'll replace this with a white line anti-lift kit bush, which comes when we supply lifetime warranty, and it will change both the rubber joint with a better quality for more performance-based applications with a polyurethane bush, but at the same time it will more tightly locate this suspension and also change the position of that pivot to make the car handle a little bit better by adding a little bit of caster and a little bit of camber. We won't talk about caster or camber at the moment. The most important thing is do you understand what to be aware of when you're fixing these bushes in the car. Interestingly, the later model STI actually went to a Heim joint. Now that particular bush is then a ball joint bush encapsulated in a rubber joint. So Subaru realised on this particular model the reliability wasn't as good as what they'd hoped, and the later production models went to a different bush. If you've got a WRX, they still use a rubber bush, and this is something that you certainly want to be aware of. So there you have it, a couple of little ways to look after the suspension in your Subaru, whether it's a Mazda or a Mitsubishi or any other car that you know we specialise in. You know where to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Instagram. I'll put some more static photos at the bottom of this video link, so check out the notes section on this video channel and it'll take you to a dedicated album on our Facebook page. But for today, send us an email or an update or share this video, and I hope it's helped you no matter where you are in the world. For now, I'm Brett Middleton. Thanks for watching.